Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Today we'll go for the anatomy of the vermiform appendix. Okay. First, which one? Vermiform appendix. The appendix is a narrow finger-shaped pouch that projects out from the colon or in the cecum on the lower right side of the abdomen. The appendix is a narrow finger-shaped pouch, okay, that projects from the colon in the lower right side of the abdomen. Okay, first of all, know the this appendix, it is as a vermiform because it looks like a worm, earthworm. Okay, you can see here in this picture it is looks like a worm, vermiform, because it says finger like projection or finger like thickness. Okay, and it is a narrow finger shaped pouch. Okay, that's why it is say as a vermiform appendix. Okay, the appendix is actually word comes from the Latin. Okay, the appendix, it is means in Latin that appendier. Okay, the Latin means as a appendier. The appendier means that which one is the hang upon. Okay, the appendix mean in the Latin of appendix is appendier. Appendier means which one the hang down. This appendix is hang down to the cecum, okay, or colon. That's why it is say as a appendix. Okay, why the name of the meaning of the word meaning of the appendix is appendix means it is comes from the Latin word. In Latin it is say as a appendier. Okay, the appendier means hang down or hang upon. Okay, in English you can say as a append. Okay, append means hang. Which one is the hanged? Another one is if you divide the appendix as a and pendir. Pendir means to hang, or pen means which one is draw or stretched. When it is stretched, then it is cause the pain. That is say as a appendix. Okay. In 1889, Mac Burney, he is one surgeon or one scientist. He first time describes in 1889 location and clinical features of appendicitis and importance of operative intervention and muscle cutting or muscle splinting procedure of the appendicectomy is first time described by the Mac Burney. He is one of the scientists, or you can say as one of the surgeon. Now we can go for the site of the appendix. In usual, appendix sits at the junction of small intestine and large intestine. If it is just below the 2 cm of the ileocecal junction, you can got the appendix. Okay, this is the base of the appendix, just below the 2 cm below the ileocecal junction. Here it is the base of the appendix. Okay, can go for the, or you can say as a, if you draw the imaginary line between the umbilicus to superior iliac spine, medial 2/3 and lateral 1/3, and there is point is there. That point is say as a Mac Burney point, and that point is the identification by the, this is the point is a base of the appendix. Okay, can go for the next slide. Okay, introduction of the appendix. You can know what is meaning of the appendix. Appendix is come from the Latin. In Latin it is say as a appendier. Appendier means hang upon. Appendix is hanging or hang upon the cecum. That's why it is say as a appendix. Okay, the term vermiforms comes from the Latin word and means worm shaped. The vermiform appendix is a blind ended tube connected to the cecum from which is develops the embryologically. Okay, the vermiform appendix is a vestigial organ. It is important in surgery, results only from its propensity for inflammation, means appendicitis. The acute appendicitis is the most common cause of acute abdomen. appendectomy or appendectomy is the most frequent urgent abdominal operation. The diagnosis of appendicitis is clinical by the tenderness point at the right iliac fossa. It may be increase of the total WBC count or rebound tenderness or vomiting, pain, okay, and temperature. Okay, these are the clinical features of the appendicitis. Okay, you can go for the next slide. Okay, now in this we can go for the size and location of the appendix. Okay, in general, in average, appendix is 11 in centimeter. Okay, and it is varies from 2 to 20 centimeter. Okay, the diameter of the appendix is usual, it is 5 mm, but it is varies from 7 to 8 mm. If it is more than the 8 mm, then it is say as a inflamed. Okay, inflamed appendicitis. In general, nowadays in sonography, it is considered as up to 5 to 6 mm. It is considered as a normal diameter of the appendix. But more than that diameter, you say as a inflammation. Okay, the appendix average it is 11 centimeter in length, but it can range from the 2 to 20 centimeter. The diameter of appendix is usually between 7 and 8 mm. Okay, can go for the next slide. The appendix is location. Now we can go for the location. The appendix is located near the junction of small intestine and large intestine in right lower quadrant of the abdomen near the right hip joint. If you make the 4 quadrants of the abdomen, then appendix is present in the right lower quadrant of abdomen and near the right hip joint. Okay, if you go for the 9 quadrants, then it is present in the right iliac fossa. Okay, the location, here the tip of the appendix there is located in different ways or in different direction, but in here base of the appendix only it is a fixed. Okay, and most of time base of the appendix it is present in the right lower quadrant of the abdomen near the right hip joint, or can say as the base of the appendix is present at the McBurney point. Okay, can go for the surface anatomy of a base of the appendix. Okay, here tip of the appendix is not a fixed, but here base of the appendix is fixed. In general surface anatomy, or we identify the base of the appendix by these things. Okay, which is the base of the appendix, it is present in the where the ileocecal junction, from ileocecal junction 2 centimeter below the ileocecal junction there is the base of the appendix. It is one thing. Second one, it is where all the tinea coli. The tinea coli are nothing but a longitudinal folds of a intestine or longitudinal band like structures of a peritoneum on the large intestine. All these tinea coli are joints at the base of the appendix. Where all the 3 tinea coli are joints, that is a base of the appendix. Okay, another one thing to identify the base of the appendix is by the surface anatomy. If you draw the imaginary line at the right lateral plane or right midclavicular plane and transtubular plane, okay, then where the right lateral plane or right midclavicular plane and transtubercular plane are joints, just that point to 2 centimeter below it is a base of the appendix is lies. Okay, can go for in this I already explained what are the lines. Okay, planes are there. This is a midclavicular plane, right midclavicular plane, and this is a transtubercular plane, where both this midclavicular and transtubercular planes are joints, and just below 2 centimeter of this joining it is a point of the insertion of the it is a base of the appendix. Okay, here it is a base of the appendix. Okay, can go for this. Another one is the Mac-Burney point. If you draw the imaginary line from the umbilicus to superior iliac spine, medial 2/3 and lateral 1/3, and this point is as a base of the appendix. Now we can go for the surface anatomy of the appendix. In that, the base of the appendix is represented by the point about 2 cm below the intersection between the transtubercular and right lateral plane. Another one way to identify it is by during the operative, or when you open the during the dissection, you identify the ileocecal junction. Just below the ileocecal junction, that is 2 cm below the ileocecal junction, you got the base of the appendix. Another one thing, you identify the tinea coli, where all the tinea coli are joined, that is the base of the appendix. Okay, you can go for the next slide. Appendix position within the abdomen correspond to a point on surface known as a Mac-Burney point. Okay, if you draw Mac-Burney point, it is discovered by the Mac-Burney scientist. Okay, in 1889, his first time he discovered the Mac-Burney point or Mac-Burney. This, if you draw the imaginary line, okay, from umbilicus to superior iliac spine, you leave the medial 2/3 and lateral 1/3, and this point is as a Mac-Burney point. Okay, the appendix position within the abdomen is corresponds to a point on the surface known as a Mac-Burney point. Or you can also use another one method. It is there, you identify the inguinal ligament. In that mid-inguinal ligament, just above the mid-inguinal ligament to 4 cm above towards the upper side, you can see the cecum, or towards the lateral side. Okay, not a medial side, lateral side, just above 2 to 3 cm, you can got the tip of the appendix or appendix, or you got the cecum. In this Mac-Burney point, okay, it represents by a point at the junction of the medial 2/3 and lateral 1/3 of line which extend from the umbilicus to right anterior superior iliac spine. This is the umbilicus and this is a right superior anterior superior iliac spine. You draw the imaginary line, leave the medial 2/3 and lateral 1/3 space, and this space is as a Mac-Burney point. These points indicate the maximum tenderness. They indicate the tenderness in the patient suffering from the inflammation of the appendix, that is the appendicitis. Okay, now we can go for the parts of the appendix. Now we can go for the parts of the appendix. The appendix is divided into mainly 3 parts: base, body and tip. Okay, base is attached to the cecum. This is a body and this is a tip. Okay, a part of the appendix we can divide as a base, body and tip. Okay, now we can go for the base. Base, it is attached to the posterior medial wall of the cecum, is about 2 cm below the ileocecal junction. You can see here, this is the your base of the appendix. This is the ileocecal junction. From here to base of the appendix, there is 2 cm distance is there. And what you seeing, these are the omental tinea, or you can say as a tinea coli. These are nothing but you can say as a peritoneal folds or longitudinal peritoneal folds present on the cecums. Okay, these are because of the longitudinal muscles of the cecum. Okay, these tinea coli or bands, longitudinal bands or tinea libri, you can say, where these bands are attached. Okay, or all 3 branches are joined. This is the base of the appendix. You can see here, this is the tinea coli, this is tinea coli, they are joined together and forms the base of the appendix. These are the 2 criteria to find out the base of the appendix. All tinea of cecum converge to the base and serve to guide for the identification of the appendix. Now we can go for the body of the appendix. Body, it is narrow tubular and contain a canal which open into the cecum. The cecal opening is guarded by a incomplete mucosal fold. It is say as the valve of Jurlich. Okay. The cecal opening is guarded by an incomplete mucosal fold. This is say as a valve of Jurlich. Now we can go for the tip of the appendix. It is least vascular and it is directed in the various directions. There are 6 positions of the tip of the appendix. Okay, we can go for them. According to the position of the tip of the appendix, we decide which is the type of the appendix or position of the appendix. Retrocecal. It is one is no cecal and ileum. It is very important. Retro means behind. Retro. Cecal means cecum. Okay. Periileal. Peri means beside or side of the ileal. Okay. Post-ileal. Post means posterior to the ileal. Then pelvis, which is tip is directed towards the pelvis. Okay. And subcecal. Sub means side. Okay. Side of the cecum. That is, or just sub means below. Okay. Below of the cecum. Then para means periphery or para means side of the cecal. Okay. Paracecal, like that. These are the some positions of the appendix. There are 6 positions. First in is retrocecal. Retro means behind the cecum. This is a periileal. This is the ileum. It is present above the ileum. That's why it's periileum. It is present below the ileum. That is post ileal. And this is a pelvis. Is directed towards the pelvis. That is pelvis. Subsequent, it is just present like a 6 o'clock or straight to the cecum. That is subcecal or below. Okay. Another one is para. Para means side of the cecum. That is a paracecal. Okay, I can go for that. In short, we can say as according to position of the watch. Okay, if you go to the watch, retrocecal, it is a accurately 12 o'clock position. Splenic, okay, it is, or you can see as a periileal, pre-ileal, before ileum, that is periileum. Okay, that is towards looking, it is towards the splenic, that is say as a splenic. It is 2 o'clock position. Okay, and C is post-ileal, or it is looking towards the 3 o'clock or promontory 3 o'clock, and it is 4 o'clock means it is pelvic. Mid-inguinal means it is 6 o'clock vertical downwards. I said position or tip of the appendix or cecum at the mid-inguinal point. From that lateral side, just above the mid-inguinal lateral side of the mid-inguinal point towards the lateral inguinal ligament, on above that 2 to 3 centimeter you got the cecum. Paracolic means it is 11 o'clock appendix. Okay, if you draw the watch in that, you can got the 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and you can see the 11 o'clock appendix. Okay, you can see in that picture. Okay, in this no picture is there. I will show anyone's day. Okay, these are the types of the appendix or positions of the appendix. Retro, in short, you identify the names. Okay, retrocecal means it is retro means behind, posterior to the cecum. That's why it is retrocecal. Pre-ileal, it is present above the ileum. Okay, post-ileal, it is present below the ileum. Okay, and pelvis, it is looking towards the pelvic cavity or towards the pelvis, that it is say as a pelvis. Subcecal, sub means just opposite or below the cecum. Okay, that is subcecal. It is perpendicularly below the cecal. Okay, paracecal means side of the cecum. Okay, like that. These are the types of the appendix. Can go for next slide. Mesoappendix, it is a very important. How the small intestine in that jejunum and ileum has the peritoneal covering is say as a mesentery. That's the same way appendix also has a peritoneal covering. That peritoneal covering is say as a mesoappendix. It covers the appendix. That's why it is say as a mesoappendix. Okay, the already told what are the contents of the mesentery. Okay, that same way here also what are the contents of the mesoappendix is blood vessels, lymphatics. Okay, these are the and fat. These are the contents of the mesoappendix. And mesoappendix is a look like, most of time it is look like a triangular in shape, and it may be variable. Okay, you can see here this is a mesentery and this is a appendix. Okay, and this is covers by the or suspended by the peritoneal covering. This is as a mesoappendix, fatty color, and in this contains are fat and blood vessels. Okay, and lymph nodes. Sometimes there is maybe lymph nodes are present. Okay, this is say as a, this is how it is looking like. It is a triangular in shape, and its shape also, appendix also varies from size of the appendix and the size and shape of the appendix. Okay, mesoappendix is nothing but is also say as a mesentery of a appendix. It is a short and triangular in shape, and shape is also variable. It extends the whole length of the appendix. The breadth of mesoappendix is usually falls short of length of appendix. The body of the appendix is kinked on itself where the free border of the mesoappendix ends. Hence it is a quite like worm and is named as a vermiform. The appendicular vessels pass through free margins of the mesoappendix. Okay, you can see here in this in clear, you can see is a, this is a mesentery, in that it's mainly covers the what jejunum and ileum. This is also peritoneum covering which covers the appendix, that is as a mesoappendix, and it is a triangular in shape, and it contains the fat and blood vessel in that. And here you can see kinking of the appendix is happened because there is a attachment is very contracted, or mesoappendix sometimes contracts, or it has the where it is has the kinks the appendix, and that kinks are looks like a worms, or and it is a look sometimes it makes the obstruction to the appendix. Okay, this is about, this is say as a mesoappendix. Meso means it is a mesentery of the appendix. Okay, meso. Okay, it covers the, it is a peritoneal fold, it covers the appendix, that's why it is as a mesoappendix.